Hello everyone, I hope you're doing wonderful today. I'm Lucky11, I'm joined by Swift. Of course, on the cams, it's going to be Newton Dad. Got an interesting game. We're on VRML 1, and we've got Blast versus Typhon. I mean, the skill level difference on these teams are ridiculous that we've seen in the past. I want to see if Typhon has something new to bring. Because last time this matchup has gone, well, unsurprisingly, it's gone heavily in Blast's favor. I mean, Blast is a very strong team, potentially one of the best teams in Europe, potentially the best team in Europe, whereas Typhon always sort of been hanging on the edge of Master. So I want to see what happens when they go head-to-head this time. If Typhon's done anything different to come into this new cycle, it is a new cycle, things can change. They can definitely open new beginnings, and I want to see what they do this round and in this game. Big opponent to go up against.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I say, we kind of had a similar story in the last game with Team as well. Team was kind of in the bottom few of Master, but we did see them put up a really good fight against Team Gravity.
Really
so hopefully we can see a similar story for this time. Yeah, you mentioned the last time they were playing, and the last time it was double mercy to Blast. That was 24th of March. So I mean, yeah, a little bit ago, but
yeah.
Either way, yeah. I mean, I guess we can see what's changed since then. I think what's notable as well is that Blast are playing without Beaver, which is one of their front stack players, I believe. So I don't know. We'll see how that changes things. That's in place of Laddie in the sub position. So we'll see how that goes. But we are going to be getting into round one very shortly. As, the tunnels get open.
Confident. They're clearly confident playing with Laddie, and you would be confident going up against a team like Typhon as they immediately come out of the gates. They're going to get the disc on the first one. Good recollect after they lose it. Sends the backboard shot, and it's a good stun from the player there on Tozis as they manage to find the angle. And Darks opened us up with a quick 3, 9 seconds into the game, and immediately first joust advantage is going to go to Typhon. It was a good recollect, though, by the Typhon stack. Just a little bit rushed on that clear. Going to be picked up once again by Dark, who finds a shot.
Well, yeah, they're certainly confident as well after that shot. So, yeah, fantastic play there from Blast. So we'll see what Typhon can do back here with this Joust advantage. And, yeah,
So
just
much
look at that
pressure.
stack. The upside-down stack between Wheeladdy and Dark, of course.
Ooh.
I'm not sure how that stack's going to go because that's, of course, usually a Beaver and Dark upside down here. A little bit of a...
Wow.
As it actually gets stolen here by It's Me Ollie. And actually, the stack coming through. They might have an open shot. And that's going to be it. That's going to be the first 2 points coming through for Typhon. That's going to be the Lucid Knight. Really good answer there. And, yeah, not quite the 3 points they would need to tie up. But either way, there's still a point away. And I'm sure they can get that back in no time. But we'll see what Blast has to say about that.
It was a bit of a weird situation, though, right? Like, it was constantly turnover after turnover, play after play, and they have managed to come out on top. Bit of a hectic situation. What a good stack, though, there, and a brilliant read. Will they recollect it? No, It's Me Ollie doesn't get the right read on it. It looks like Boop's going to be recollecting it instead, and it's unfortunate as It's Me Ollie keeps trying to push forwards. Good pass to that stack there, and they're going to go for this dribble play. Heading left low, going up high. They don't read the bounce too correctly as Game Tech nearly recollects. There's no Dark. Oh, come on. Oh, you must save that. Dark sends it down low for a 3. What a beautiful shot, but again, wasn't particularly fast as a shot. 14 meters per second, coming in from 10 meters. You do not expect to be missing a save like that. I'm not sure what happened, but either way, they're 4 points up. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not something you want to see if you're a Typhon fan right now. That was really unfortunate. Dark just staring at the goalie, waiting until he looked away. But look at this stat coming through so quickly.
Wow,
and again, it's a copy. It's a copy of the first goal, and that's going to put them 2 points behind now. But yeah, we've seen Blast find themselves with two 3-pointers, sorry, and Typhon with 2 2-pointers. So they have had the same amount of goals, but Blast has had the more fortunate of points. And I'd say the last goal really shouldn't have happened from Typhon. It was just kind of a matter of paying attention to the wrong person as Blast cuts through here, but not quite getting that pass online. Dark able to come back, but that clear's going to be fantastic. And Typhon are cutting into the bubble. Typhon surely are going to draw this up now. It's going to be to 6-6. And beautiful stacking here from Typhon in the midline. They're able to make some fantastic intercepts. Maybe that front stack is struggling. They had a couple of missed passes there in Blast.
Yeah. I mean, this is surprising right now. I mean, they all the goals so far have been quite hectic, but I must say on the counter QB, Typhon have been looking really strong. I mean, last time they did get a turnover. Admittedly, they lost it straight after, but look at this back stack. Covering that deep man as well as the clear, as well as the goal. And look at that front stack, more importantly, with a brilliant steal. What an intercept. Just look, the back stack already there trying to recollect. Lucid Knight gets a hand on it, but after missing it so many times, he only gets a second on it. Game Tech manages to slap it away as It's Me Ollie. It's not accurate enough of a pass. Nillywick going to move this up, sending a shot, going to hit off shield, I think. Yep. Going to go back into the hands of Boop. Oh, a headbutt from Game Tech. Wheeladdy does recollect, and now one-on-one. There it is. Wheeladdy finds the 2. 8-6. 2-point lead, and that was really a hectic situation. Typhon nearly managed to get the headbutt, recollect, and get it out of their own half, and that would have been a very nice stop, but not going to work as Wheeladdy's the one that gets the goal.
Yeah, the Blast goalie kind of wincing there, watching that stat come through. Luckily, the Blast back stat were able to get it back and cleared away. So we'll see how much we can see of that. And actually, we see some intercepts on the other side. Dark coming through with a shot, and that's not quite going to make it, but Boop's going to finish it off with a long shot. That's going to be another 3 points coming through for Blast. A very, very quick answer. This is just a game of intercepts right now so far.
Yeah. I mean, what a good jump from Dark. The stack's pushing in, and he's gone, wait, his only pass is to the right. I can just jump this. He jumps out away from his stack, and it's such a good read because the player's never going to expect something like that. And it's positions like that that are really impressive. This stack just... Oh, he goes for the shot, but the stack actually read a shot attempt and went all the way back. A front stack going all the way back to goal. That early into the joust, and it's a good decision, actually. It played off well. A bit of a missed pass is going to be recollected by Tozzies, and they have a good offense opportunity here. They have a stack that maybe they want to look to use. Pass off to Lucid. Lucid with a great hand there, though. Boop is going to be able to stop that. Sends a shot. It's very close.
That was close.
Yeah, that would have been really nice, but Boop does recollect it. Not for long, though. Gets stunned out. Lucid Knight with no stack going towards it, but Boop and Nillywick do have a stack going towards it. They do recollect it. Now Nillywick's going to send this right-hand pass over to Dark. Dark back to Nillywick. Nillywick's going to find the left over to Boop. Boop's going to look for this cut maybe to Dark. He is open. He finds it. Sends a shot. It's a stunned goalie. That is unfortunate to see, but 7-point lead is certainly not unfortunate to see for Blast. That's a really good pass over to the pillar and then into the goal for the stun on the goalie.
Yeah, really fantastic play from Blast there. Not quite getting the 3 that maybe they could have wanted from that pillar, but they'll still find themselves plenty of points ahead here. And I I think what's kind of interesting to mention is it seems like Blast, as you mentioned before, they did seal up that goal opportunity as soon as they could with that backstack, and they weren't allowing those 3-point shots to go through. And that's kind of interesting because I think what we saw from them at the LAN was they conceded so many points to Vertigo because of leaving their goal open, and that's going to be a ding from a half court there. But Niliwick with the disc walking it into the bubble now as Boop tries to walk it through, but a really good steal from Game Tech there as it does get cleared away. But yeah, it seems like Blast is sealing their goal away, and they're playing a little bit more defensive since their LAN games. Maybe they've realized that their backstack was a little bit weaker and leaving too many 3-point shots through. But here comes the 2-point shot, in fact, from Tuzis, and that's just some really clean passing play from Typhon. So no threes there, and yeah, sealing off the goal really isn't gonna stop that from happening.
Yeah, that was a really good play there to be able to work that. Now it's 13-8. Only a 5-point lead for the side of Team Blast. They come out yet again, sending a right-hand pass this time, noticing the front stack usually heads for the left for them, as now Weeladdy's going to look to push this forward, sending up to Niliwick. Good read by the stack to not push Weeladdy, but to push the player he was likely to pass to, as Boop's going to send it back to Weeladdy, and Weeladdy crosses over to Dark. Dark now just sending it back to Weeladdy, and the stack's trying to intercept something. They're trying to get a stun on something. They do keep this pressure up. It's a good amount of pressure, but it's not nearly enough, as Dark still got a lot of time, and the stack is stunned by Niliwick as Dark gets a brilliant enter, but 3 players on him, and entering one won't be enough as the other 2 put a lot of pressure on. There's a good steal there and a huge opportunity there. The only stack in the game, and now it looks like it's Tozis. Tozis with all the time in the world puts it in for 2. 3-point deficit, and Dark just tried to walk it a bit too far through too many players from the Typhon side who stun him out eventually and get the disc. 13-10, 2 minutes and 30.
Yeah, just a little bit too greedy there from Dark coming through. Could have found a cut, but yeah, found that that stack was stunned. But I mean, either way, that was a really good play from Blast. I'm not too sure what happened there with Boop, but that's a missed pass coming through, and that's a really bad one as it's coming through as a cut to Lucid Knight. They could tie this up if they get a 3-pointer, but actually no, it's going to be a stun coming through. Just barely going to be able to bring this back, but are they going to be able to make this shot? Not quite. It seems like they might get some points anyway as they're trying to stun out this goalie, and in fact, the pass comes out to Dark, but he's stunned on the bottom of the goal, so some miscommunication coming here from Blast, and Weeladdy here at the back line looking to just waste a little bit of time here for Typhon, try and get some more time in the bubble. Boop finding himself with no blocks to anchor to, and all the passes cleared away, so it is going to be again the stack of Blast are able to maintain the opportunity here, and a 3-point shot comes through. That's going to be a beautiful shot from Niliwick coming through. Yeah, coming through the mail slot as a kind of a tight angle there. Yeah, really good shot from Niliwick. But yeah, we're seeing them. They're just 6 points ahead. There's a minute and 30 remaining. There's plenty of time for Typhon to come back.
Not particularly like a really impressive shot, but the time he had to throw that in with such pressure on him and stacks going already back to goal, that overall makes it just an incredible shot. As I'm noticing, Typhon on every single QB seems to be just clearing boosting and getting it out of their half as soon as possible and trying to put the pressure on immediately. But Blast here just worked with it so well and managed to take that pressure and deal with it entirely. As now clear comes through, and Blast is the only one there. They're on it, but they're not going to get it just yet. They will eventually. Good steal, though, by Game Tech to relieve all that pressure from such a dangerous situation for Blast. But Boop does recollect. Boop sends a shot off target, but by inches, to be honest. It's going to be recollected by Niliwick. Niliwick going to be juking around a little, sends it high right over to Boop. Boop's going to look for maybe this crossover pass to the reset. Yep, going to do it. Weeladdy going to send it right back, and Boop's got a cross left pass over to left Pac-Man. Left Pac-Man is widely open. They're going to find it. Left shoulder's been left a bit open for a second. No, it's Mioli's going to shut that down. And the right shoulder's now wide open. Yep, he's going to find it. Boop sends it over to the left shoulder. I didn't see that one was open, and there it is. Puts it in off the head of Tozis, I think, as it goes in. 8 points up, and a brilliant passing play by Blast.
Right, yeah, really good finish there to that round for Blast, and yeah, leaving a little bit to be desired maybe in the defense in this first round. So we'll see if they can seal that off. And but they've been really good at scoring these 3-pointers. I mean, they've been really good at finding these opportunities, whether that's from stunning the goalie or whether that's just from just making shots and taking advantage of that Typhon backstack not quite being back in time. But they're definitely got some really accurate strikers on their team, and that's exactly what Blast are using to win this round. If they didn't get those 3-point opportunities at the start of the round, they wouldn't have been ahead, and ultimately they wouldn't be this many. They wouldn't be this far ahead. So yeah, really great 3-pointers from Blast, and again, just some really good offense from them. And yeah, although Typhon did a little bit better to hold Blast off in the defense than the other way around, they did leave some opportunities open for the three, so I think that's what they need to close in this round, definitely.
They're stacking, I mean, for Blast at least, they're stacking towards, for both teams actually, like stacking towards the offense, like stacking to the other team's goal. Seems to be so quick and so accurate and immediately returns with a goal. That's how they're getting those threes with Typhon not being prepared, not getting back in time. And same goes for Typhon and for Blast. I mean, when Typhon stacks towards the offense, they're there, they're already there, and Blast isn't there fast enough. And it seems to be whenever the stacks are going back towards the opponent's goal, they seem to be there first rather than the defenders, which is interesting to see. You don't see that a lot, but right now, that's certainly what's causing a lot of the points. There's been very few, like, proper setup offenses that have come off as an attack. Obviously, that last play there, really good to set up that entire offense, and a brilliant reward for it, of course. But a lot of these goals have been down to just racing to the disc and who's there first. So getting back in your own half as quick as possible to defend is really crucial as the gates open and we're into the next round. Blast immediately coming out the doors, sending over to Boop on the left Pac-Man. Boop's going to send it low to the shield. Surely a goal here as Dark moves it in, sends it low. Dark opens us up with 2 points, 9 seconds on the clock. Dark, quick play.
Yeah, not really much else you can say there. Just really clean play up the field there from Blast, and they managed to get that done rather quickly. We're seeing a little bit of a different joust coming out from Typhon here. We've got 2 players stacked on the catapult too, so we'll see how this goes. And it seems like they're playing just in their own half, but no, that pass goes wide, and now it's going to be Dark coming through. That's going to be 3 points for Blast immediately at the start of this round. They're already 5 points ahead. We're not even a minute down. Oh, that's really bad for Typhon. They decided to go with a little bit of a different joust, and the passes, I'm not sure what happened there, but missing the pass, and yeah, that's not what you want to see.
Bit too risky there. Bit too risky on those defensive jousts. I mean, in the first half, in the first round at least, throughout most of it, they'd just be going for these clear and boost plays. And they seem to be working quite successfully, and look, these passing plays aren't nearly as accurate for them. They nearly lost the disc then. It's good of Lucid Knight to be able to hold this disc so long and relieve all that pressure. That was a really good play from Lucid Knight. Left pillar is open. He's going to try and 1-on-3 it, and it's not going to work out so much. It's dangerous that he was let walk up so far, though. Is retaken by Dark as he sends the pass back over to Wee Laddie. Wee Laddie looking for this left-hand clear. Going to be picked up immediately. The back stack is there, though. Yes, I saw it coming from a mile away, and it's a brilliant catch from that stack. As they get all the way back to save the goal. Boop's going to actually take it. He's going to send the bounce pass. What a pass it was. Oh, my Dark. Oh, what a quick shot. 8 meters out. Sends a 3. Putting them up by 8. That was instantaneous. Gets the disc immediately, and bam, there it is in the goal.
I'm really not sure what happened there, what let that in for Typhon. They cut way too far in front. They saw 3 players of Blast back down the field, but I don't know whether they didn't see Dark or what just happened there. But either way, that's going to be another 3 points once again for Blast, as Typhon actually do get an open shot. That one just skimming the bottom of the post there, so not quite going to be making it there, as that would have been really brilliant goal to make for Typhon, but not quite through yet. And, you know, they've still got plenty of time, but if Blast keep this going, then it's going to be so hard for them to come back with this lead. They're already 8 points down. They really need to find some goals here, as the back pass comes through for Tozis here. Trying to walk this one through. Now just trying to find a little bit of time, maybe just baiting out that stack. There's an open 3-point shot, but not for very long as Lucid Knight comes through. Beautiful cut and a beautiful save from Dark. Really good play on the offense, but also some fantastic defense from Dark. And yet again, we might see another 3-pointer. That's going to be sent. In fact, no, it's going to be caught by Nilowick. So the pass coming through there, much smarter there, because the stack was already back for Typhon now. And we do see Typhon playing a little bit more defensively with this back stack now to try and get this 3-pointer sealed off. Because, you know, they definitely know now that Blast are ready to make those opportunities when they can. So, yeah, Wee Laddie walking it up now and looking for Typhon. And now trying to walk it into the bubble. And that's going to be a beautiful shot from Nilowick, diving a little bit too far out there from Typhon, and yeah, a little bit weaker on the man marking side this time. I'm not sure whether that's because they're rushing to get back a little bit more or what, but that's still going to be 10 points up for Typhon. Just a little bit over half this game to go.
That really was a marginal play, though. I mean, Game Tech was just underneath Nilowick there and nearly managed to jump high enough to recollect it, but he's not going to be able to. Oh, he thought that pass was so open, but it wasn't. But he thought that shot was so open, but it so wasn't, as Tozis gets a brilliant save. That shot is open, no! Boop, but no, it's beautiful as well. I think the goalie would have saved it if it was just a bit more to the right, but no, Boop sends it far left and finds the goal. 13-0, they're looking for a mercy, and they definitely could do it with 6 minutes, and oh my, their counter QB is just, it's so strong right now. They just keep recollecting inside Typhon's own half. Let's see what Typhon can do to get out of their own half, because now it's Mioli gonna send it right. Oh no, miscommunication, and they're surely punished for this. No, Game Tech gets it clear.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's happening here for Typhon here in the back line. Oh, as it comes through, another great intercept. A good dive from Dark, who's actually supposed to be in goal there. But yeah, I mean, that was a scary intercept to try and make. As the shot comes through, not quite hitting the mark, but Game Tech is going to be able to pick it up, maybe not. As Dark comes through and intercepts that. As Boop, he's going to go for the shot all the way down the field. It's close, but yeah, not quite on the mark. And now, oh, Lucid, not quite gonna find the stack. Wasn't expecting Blast to be so far up the field. A brilliant save from Game Tech and just about getting that cleared away after the stun from Weeladdie comes through. And now, Nilowick trying to get this through as Weeladdie cutting once again to Dark, not quite going to be online, but he is going to, oh, beautiful pass in fact behind the back. And here's Blast just maintaining possession, so close to the bubble here, and they're all so ready to make this dive. Weeladdie coming through for the ding, and now Nilowick recovering once again. Dark here on the backboard's going to try and take this in, and that's going to be, no! Game Tech with a dunk save as Dark tries to wrap that around, and here the counter play comes through, but the three-point shot not quite on not quite going to leave the hands of Lucid Knight as Boop gets that intercepted, and now we see once again maybe a shot coming through there. And oh, the recovery from Blast, and just a stack battle all the way around the field. That was pure chaos.
That really was crazy. What a save as well from Dark. Dark was on the post, dunking that in at a ridiculous pace, and he jumps out, puts both hands in front of his head, and absolutely just takes it away from Dark and gets the clear. They could have got something off of that, but honestly, what I'm seeing from Typhon right now is they're just not ready for this stack. They're never prepared for it to hit when it does, but also, Blast not being ready for that stun there from Mioli as now the pass comes through to Lucid. Lucid is trying to somehow duck and jump his way out of that situation, but he can't. Now it's sent to Boop. Boop goes to the backboard. It's close, but it dings. No, Nilowick's going to take it. Nilowick, surely he's going to force this through. No, Game Tech. Game Tech is an incredible goalie. I mean, again, with some brilliant saves, and now Blast stacks are the ones back, though, as Weeladdie gets it. Game Tech's going to be stunned out before he can get any pressure on Weeladdie. They do form a stack, though. Now they go for this left-hand pressure. It's going to be taken. Sends the shot. Not on target quite. Close, though. It's taken by Weeladdie. And Weeladdie, yeah, just puts the cherry on top. And there it is. The 2 point. 17-0. They just need a 3. And they will be mercying in a very good time.
Yeah, and if Typhon was playing like this from the start of round 1, honestly, I'd say that they maybe have a chance. But they let so many three-pointers in early. Like, they've only forced Blast, to score a few 2-pointers. The rest of them have been 3s. As you see another shot come through, but Tuz is ready for that one. So now going to be passing straight through. There's still technically mathematical time, but I see it being not very likely coming through, as it's actually more likely that Blast is, of course, going to make this mercy win. It's Dark. Now with the diss, there's an open 3-point shot, not quite going to come through this time, but Nilowick's got quite a bit of time as they stack overshoots here from Typhon at the back line. So now, pass coming through to Dark, and they're just trying to find some time. Probably going to try and get this 3-point shot. In fact, no, they're going to cut it in for the 2, and they're not actually going to get too greedy with it. So that's going to be 19-0 now to Blast. And they're just taking this through. They're so much more in control than that first round. I really wonder what happened in that first round, what let it get so close. Because Blast now, they're just not letting anything through, and that closes out the mathematical time, in fact, with 2 minutes 20 remaining.
Well, the thing is, for Blast, it's either them warming up or the fact that Typhon started off quite well last round. I mean, they got a decent amount of points, and then they could just play counter QB, and they were very successful on their counter QB. It was a really good counter QB. And Blast had a couple of attempts struggling to get through that. I think that's a shot. Oh, I actually thought that was going to be a shot. I think that was intended. He notices the players covering the main shot, and he sends it off the bounce. What a shot it was, if it was intentional. That puts them up for the mercy. Oh my, incredible. Blast have just done so well in that second round. I mean,
that must have been intentional. There was no one even near it for the pass. So
yeah,
beautiful shot from Dark.
And the shot was marked as well. Wouldn't have taken the shot. I'm pretty certain he was going for the shot, and a really good shot. That's just a really quality shot.
What is this game from Dark? Holy, how many points is that? 16 points? I think I'm seeing on the
It's 19 points.
19. Okay, more than that.
Insane. Yeah, insane from him, man. And insane from the whole team. That is Blast with a sub. That's the terrifying thing. That is the the most scary thing to me. I mean, they normally play with Beaver. Not only is Beaver an incredible player, one of the best probably on Blast, and such a huge force himself, but then when you combine that with his and Dark stack, one of the best stacks undoubtedly in EU, when you put that in the team and into a factor and you factor that into the equation, that's an insane team. That, I mean, I already knew it before from Blast, but to have that much control as a team without your even main roster, insane. It's just insane.
Yeah.
I don't know what other teams in Masters gonna be able to do to stop this team, because right now, the way that they're playing is just so controlled, so brilliant. I mean, even in the stacks and in the chaotic situations, they seem to have some understanding of what's going on, and they're able to work with it, and they're able to play it off quite well. And this is the team. This is Blast. They're just,
Yeah.
there's no words to describe this team. They're incredible.
At the top of the leaderboard right now,
Yeah,
in
not
terms of
surprised.
standings. So yeah, I mean, in fact, no, it seems like Vertigo's on top. Oh yeah, because
Well,
we've
it's early
just started
doors.
this cycle.
I think
so.
they've all got wins at the moment. Yeah. I want to see
they've
when
just
they have
started
to
this
go up
cycle, so.
against each other.
But they were definitely at the top of the last cycle, and
Yeah.
they're winning a couple of cups as well. In fact, the only time I think that we've seen Vertigo come ahead of Blast, which so far I think is Blast. Oh no, they also lost Team Gravity in the last cycle, so
Yeah,
that was an interesting.
There's been a couple losses. It's been a weird cycle. It's been a weird season for EU.
Yeah.
I mean, usually we got this like definitive leader, this definitive best team, but that's out the window this season. It's anybody's victory to grab at this point between
I'm
a couple
glad.
teams, admittedly. Yeah, I'm glad as well. I mean, it makes it a lot more interesting.
In
But
fact, we've seen it in both regions. It was
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
it was
Whole-
just Joker
whole
and Gravity
dynamic
is going to
changed.
win. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But you know, it's changed up over the last couple of seasons, and I'm
Definitely.
definitely glad to see that happen as we see the skill gap close. And I mean, ultimately, we kind of expected this to happen, really.
Yeah,
With
eventually.
when Quest 2 came out, we saw these new players come through, and the new players were what were making these higher tier teams, but they were
Yes.
just not quite there in terms of their familiarity with the game. They didn't quite have the same kind of gel that Gravity had in the previous seasons to stick together. But now, you know, they've had plenty of time, and they're absolutely showing it, because these
Yeah.
new teams like Blast, of course, all the players on there new. Other than, of course, Boop has been there since the very start.
And Nillywick
But everyone
as
else
well.
on that team, yeah.
Boop and
Oh yeah,
Nillywick,
Nillywick as well,
very,
coming
very
through.
I mean, and then mixing that dynamic together with players that have been playing a really long time, like Boop and Nillywick, and that can work so well together and have that experience that they bring to the game, and potentially that leadership skills that they have coming into it, and then mixing that with a stack such as Beaver and Dark, which are very new players. I mean, Beaver was in Phantoms last season, very new player as well, and then Dark coming out of almost nowhere, incredibly new player, and putting them together and running these two stacks. If you got the back stack of Boop and Nillywick, veteran players, and Beaver and Dark, completely new players, but nonetheless trying new dynamics, trying new things. I mean, they're playing upside down stack, and it's not like they're playing it any weaker than the other stacks. They're playing it just as strong, if not stronger. And I want to see what they can do now. I want to see any team try and rival this team. This team that's bringing new metas into this game whilst also maintaining players that know what they've been doing for ages. And it's not like Boop and Nillywick have been like low-level old players. No, they've been at the top. They've all been Boop, old from Phantoms. Nillywick played in Gravity ages ago. These players are insane. And then when they gel together, it's incredible. And we get to see the teams play. I mean, we see it tonight. The way they play, and that's not even with Beaver. That's not even with their main player. It's
Their stack is unconventional
terrifying.
as well. They both play upside down, so I'd say that's even harder for kind of Wheelhead to fix. Of course, they would have played scrims together, but Dark and Beaver with that kind of unconventional stack play style, well, not really play style, but just playing upside down is like playing a whole different
They've
ball
clearly
game.
practiced it as well, like Wheeladdy and Dark. They've clearly like said, well, okay, let's say that Dark, because I don't think Wheeladdy is a. I think, well, Wheeladdy could sub in for any of these players, but I think if there's gonna be a choice of player to sub in for, it's definitely one of those front stack players. I think it's definitely going to be, because Wheeladdy's also that sort of younger player, that player that's been playing a less amount of time, that's maybe got a bit more energy and that's able to play in those situations where it's like that front stack and adapting to the upside down. I think he loves that, and Wheeladdy as well, a very jukey player, and the upside down just complements that so well. And Wheeladdy didn't show himself at all to be a hindrance. I'd like to say that I've mentioned many times that this is a sub-version of Blast. That doesn't mean it was necessarily any worse. I mean, Wheeladdy played brilliantly. At no point was he really a hindrance at all, and that just goes to show how well Blast have done to work with their teammates, to work with the substitute, and say, hey, there's an eventuality where some of our players don't play. I want you to practice this. I want you to keep practicing with the team. And he's done so well to practice. And not only just practice like normal gameplay, but you got to practice playing upside down. That's 10 times harder. It's an entire new aspect that most players haven't explored to the depths that this team has. And they're revolutionizing the meta here. And it seems to be working brilliantly, but that doesn't mean that other teams such as Vertigo and Gravity can't hit for it as well, because I mean they've showed themselves to beat Blast before, and we just need to see if they can keep doing it. And Vertigo with an entirely different play style. I mean, whilst both teams do play that stack, they're really fast stacks and they got like great passing. Vertigo is staying with a much more traditional basis, playing 4 players, the right side up, 4 very veteran players playing a long time, all of them. And it's completely different on the side of Blast. But unless you've got anything else to say, Swift, I think we're going to end soon, because we've been here a while now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, great adaptation again from Wheeladdy coming in. It's probably why they did better on the second round as well. Just taking a little bit to warm up, but definitely not really being hindered on that front stack. But yeah, like you said, that's going to be it for us for today. I'm pretty sure that's the last of our matches in
over in EU. Yes, that is us done.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it. So thank you everybody very much for watching. Thank you. I'm Swift. That's Lockie as well on the cams, on the sidecaster, and Newton as well on the cams. So thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.